Good morning, welcome back to another weekly vlog. Today is another day where quite a few things have changed with regards to lockdown and all that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to remember, so I'm going to read it off the news. But yeah, basically more stuff has eased. So now pubs and restaurants can serve people indoors, which is good because the weather has been horrendous. Social distancing guidelines have been relaxed as well. So basically I think, I don't know, I'm a little bit confused about social distancing. I think basically they've said that you don't have to social distance with your friends and family, but you should still do it with like everybody else. And obviously it's down to kind of personal choice, and you know, not everybody is going to want to hug people, and you know, I'm not planning on going around hugging lots of people. The only people that I'm kind of interested in hugging are my sort of immediate family, so it will affect me, but not like huge amounts. Someone at the door. So you can also now meet up in groups of up to 30 outdoors, but you can also now meet indoors, so you can either have 6 people or 2 households to meet indoors, which is nice. It means we can actually have you know, like my brothers over, not both together because there's going to be too many of us, but individually we can have them over. It also means that we can now look after Maisie. So basically, yeah, we were just waiting until we could have somebody indoors, and it means now that we are going to be looking after Maisie once a week. So we have actually got her today, which is exciting. I was able to actually give her a hug this morning. Let me just check what's going on at the door. Sorry about that. Wasn't quite sure if someone had answered the door, but they have. So yeah, we've actually got Maisie today, and I was able to give her a hug this morning, which was lovely. It's just been so long since I've been able to give her a cuddle. I mean, she was literally, I think I'm like, when I last was able to hug her, she was literally like a little baby. That's what it feels like. And now she's nearly 2, and yeah, she's just so different, but we're going to be looking after her once a week. I don't know whether it'll always be on a Monday. I think it's going to just vary depending on what like she's got on with her mum and whatnot, and what we've got on. But yeah, we have got her today. She's down for a nap at the moment, so that's going to be really nice to actually get to spend some time with her and get to know her properly, because we just haven't really been able to get to know her because it's just all been over video call and stuff, which is quite difficult with a, well, not even 2-year-old, and I'm sure a lot of other people can relate to that as well. So yes, so there's that. You can have 30 people at weddings, receptions or other life events. That's kind of quite vague. I don't really know what they mean by like life events. Does that mean like you can have a birthday party with 30 people? I don't know. The number of people that can attend a funeral is no longer capped, but will be determined by the size of the venue. Up to 30 people are allowed to attend a support group or parent and child group. So I think technically the mental health group that I run, we could start meeting in person again. I need to have a chat with the church, because it's the church hall that we usually have our meetings at, to find out whether they are hiring the hall out again and stuff. And I don't know sort of what measures we would have to put in to make sure it was COVID safe. So we're not planning on doing it kind of anytime soon, but it's something I think that we're going to start looking at to see if we can start getting back to meeting in person, because I think a lot of people would really appreciate that. Care home residents can now have up to 5 named visitors, and also have more freedom for visits out of the home, which will affect my grandma. So I might actually be able to go and see her like face to face rather than in the pod. It will mean I have to have a COVID test every time, but it would just be much nicer to actually be able to see her in person. And also I think it means that she would be able to come over to here, which would be really nice. So hopefully that's something that we might be able to organise soon. There's quite a lot changing actually today. I think it's quite a big change because of like being able to do more stuff inside. I'm hoping that we can perhaps organise to go out for a meal at some point, because it's Rosie's birthday in a couple of weeks, and we're kind of having a think about perhaps going out for a meal for that, which I'm quite looking forward to. Like, I'm a bit nervous, but I think it would be nice to just start trying to do a few things, like especially since I've had my second jab now, although it hasn't obviously been like the 3 weeks that it needs to like get working properly, but I do just want to start trying to do a little bit more, because I think I need it for my mental health. So yeah, that's that. This week is actually feeling quite busy with one thing and another. So as I said, we've got Maisie today. We've got her pretty much all day. She woke up late, so she didn't come until a bit later, but we've got her until like after dinner, so that will be quite nice. And then this evening I've got my mental health group, which is still going to be through Zoom at the moment. Tomorrow I'm going to have an early start because I have got my gastroscopy, which is like an endoscopy. They put a camera down your throat, which is down in Romford. For some reason I'm having it done through my London specialist, but for some reason they do them in Romford at a private clinic, but it is on the NHS. So my dad's going to take me down there. My appointment's at 10 o'clock, so I think we're going to be leaving fairly early because we don't really know what the traffic will be like and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we do also have Noah tomorrow, but I don't know how long I will be at home for. I probably actually I might see him first thing in the morning, but then obviously won't see him for a lot of the day. He'll be at preschool anyway. I may well see him in the evening. I don't know really how it's going to work. I don't know whether I'm having a sedation. I don't know whether they're doing it up my nose or in my, like, down my throat, because they have like this special technology where they can do it up your nose instead of down your throat, but I don't know if they use that for NHS patients, so we will see. I'm hoping I can have a sedation, because I think I will just panic if I can't. Wednesday I don't have any plans, because I was just kind of leaving that day for recovering from my endoscopy. We do have Noah though, so obviously he'll be around. Thursday we'll have Noah again. In the morning I have got a pain management introduction session, which so when I had an appointment, sorry, just trying to move my leg. When I had an appointment with the London pain specialist, and he put me on the waiting list to have lidocaine infusions, he also said he wanted me to do this like pain management course. And so this is the introduction session for that. They're doing it over Zoom, which is actually quite nice, because otherwise I would have had to have travelled up to London. So I'm glad I don't have to do that. So that's in the morning, and then I don't have anything else on Thursday. Friday I have got a council meeting in the morning, which will actually be a virtual meeting. So we're not able to actually have virtual meetings anymore, but they've changed this meeting to make us a working group, which means we can have a virtual meeting. It's confusing. And then in the afternoon I'm going to get my hair coloured, which I'm very much looking forward to. Saturday I am going to see the Peugeot 5008, which I was meant to do last Saturday but had to change, so that'll be fun. And then Sunday I don't think I've got anything on, so it feels like quite a busy week this week. And I also need to try and get editing done to sort out my EDS awareness videos as well, so I just don't quite know how I'm going to fit that in, and rest, but we'll see. So yeah, there we go, another week. And yeah, I'm going to try and get on with some of this editing while Maisie's asleep. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with her for the rest of the day. It's just been a bit of kind of like just her like settling in and getting to know us a bit more, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to get a bit of this done, and then I'll go and get some lunch. Cheese! Say cheese! So it's quite a while later now. Got a bit of editing done this morning, and we've been playing with Maisie, and we're just helping Maisie have your dinner, aren't we? You having your dinner? Yeah, we're making lots of noise. Oh wow, what a lot of noise. What do you say? We go, peas! Peas! We say potato. We say sausages. Is that funny?
Left his wallet and his.
We say gravy.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look.
No, just peas and potato. Do you want me to pop some on your spoon for you?
Yeah?
Yeah? What would you like? Peas or potato?
Oh,
Peas. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy.
Oh, Alfie's in
Are
there.
you ready? Oh, well done. Oh, that means Jenny needs to take her medicine. Sausages went very quickly.
Yeah.
You liked the sausages, didn't you? Yeah.
They scrumdiddlyumptious.
Can you say scrumdiddlyumptious? That's a tricky word, isn't it?
It's very easy. Yes, darling.
Pardon?
Oh, hello.
Kiss your cheek. What do you want Nanny to do?
So I've got to take this
Okay.
to Daddy. When
Are you making a silly face?
Yeah.
Shall I do that too? Is that funny? A funny face. Can you do this one? Pardon? You want a banana?
Yeah?
Well, I tell you what. When you've had your, when you finished, have you finished?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Let's see what we can find you for pudding, shall we? You've done very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you like that?
Piece away.
Peas? Oh, you've got loads of peas. Do you want to eat those ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did they fall off the plate? What would-
Jelly.
You'd like some jelly?
Okay.
Can you say jelly, please?
Jelly, please. Raining.
Is it raining again? Oh dear. So much rain. Good morning. I have been up since, I don't know, about 6 o'clock or something. So I'm feeling quite tired, but we have just arrived in Romford. Just slightly stressful trying to find somewhere to park because I was just getting really confused where, I don't know, I'm not very good at reading maps and doing sat-nav and stuff, but we found somewhere to park in the end. So my dad's just getting my wheelchair out, and then I think we just have to head down the road a little bit to the clinic, and then check in, I guess, and have this endoscopy, and fingers crossed it goes alright. I'm really hungry and I've got a headache, so I just want it to be over now so that I can have a bit of lunch.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. Before I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this page. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both.
Good evening. Sorry that I haven't really spoken to you much today. It's just not been particularly conducive time to speak to you. But yeah, obviously I'm home now. It's been a long day. But yeah, so we got to the clinic and they kind of like sign you in, I suppose, and check your temperature, and they also have to look at your text, like to say that you were COVID negative. And then I waited around for a bit, and then got taken through to talk to one of the nurses, and just went through like medical history and allergies and all that kind of stuff. And they ask you like whether you want sedation or not, so I said that I would. And they also ask you whether you want it down your throat or up your nose and down into your throat. And so I was kind of like, well, which one would you recommend? I don't really know. And she sort of said, well, it doesn't really matter, whichever one you fancy. And I was like, I don't know, I don't know how to make that decision. I said, the last one I had was like down my throat, and she was like, well, just go for that one again then. So I did. And then so I did all that. She tried to put a cannula in the like crease of my elbow, but she couldn't get the vein, which is always an issue. And so she said, like, she looked at my hands and she was like, oh, your hands are so fragile. She was like, I don't want to try. So I was like, okay, what are we going to do then? And she said, oh, I'll ask the endoscopist, is that what you call them? I don't know, to try and do it instead. But then she spoke to one of the other nurses, and the other nurse was like, oh, come and have a go. And she managed to get one in my hand, so that was good. And then I had to wait around for a little bit more, and then they kind of take you into the room, and like you get on the bed and stuff, make sure that like what you've signed is your signature, and you know what you're having done and all this kind of stuff. And then they so you have to lie on your left hand side, and then they put the sedative stuff through the cannula. And he said, oh, you'll start feeling a bit like sort of swimmy now. And when I've had sedations before, I've pretty much been out of it. Like for the procedures, I don't remember any of the procedure. And I'm sure when I had a gastroscopy before, when I had sedation, like I don't remember that at all. But this one, I don't know whether they gave me a different type of sedative or whether they didn't give me much. I do find when I have a sedation, usually like they'll give me some, and then they'll kind of say like, how do you feel? And often they'll have given me some and I'll be like, I don't really feel any different, and they always have to give me more. I don't know if that's an EDS thing. I know with EDS, a lot of the time things like local anaesthetics don't really work very well. I don't know if that applies to sedations as well. But this time they gave like some through, but then they didn't like ask how I felt. They were just like, we give it to you, and then they got on with it. So I remember the whole thing. And I know you can do it without sedation, but usually if you're doing it without sedation, they give you like a throat spray, but I hadn't had the throat spray. And it just wasn't very nice. Yeah, when they were sort of like putting it down, like I was gagging a lot and like retching. I thought I was going to be sick, and then pretty much like the whole time it was down in my like esophagus and everything. I was like, I think I was panicking because I felt like I couldn't breathe because I had something like in my throat. And I can remember like one of the nurses like that was there, and they kept saying like, Jenny, it's all right, you're safe, it's all right, you're safe. And all I could think was, well, I don't blimmin' feel it. Like obviously I was, but at the time I would think I was just panicking because of like feeling it there. And they took biopsies like all the way down my esophagus as well, and I could feel it every time they took a biopsy, which was quite painful. So yeah, it wasn't much fun, and I'm kind of wondering now whether I should have gone for the nose one, because they say if you do the one that goes in your nose, you're less likely to get like the gagging reflex, which was one of the worst bits actually. So now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have done that one, but it is what it is. So yeah, so they took biopsies, and then like once they'd finished, took everything out, and I think I lay there for a bit while he typed it up. I'm not really sure. and basically he said that what he could see all looked normal. He couldn't see anything like that would tell you what like the diagnosis was, or what the issue was. But they're taking the biopsies to see. I'm not 100% sure what they're testing for with the biopsies, but they're taking them, and I think the results can take a few weeks to come through. So I'm not massively expecting them to show anything, to be honest. I mean, I'm guessing that the swallowing issues and the pain are probably down to like the gastroparesis and just EDS and stuff in general. But this was just to rule out anything else. So yeah, that was done, and then they take you through to recovery. And then the lady did my blood pressure 3 times, and it was really tight. I don't know if it was meant to be that tight, but it's caused like bruising, like all on my arm where the blood pressure cuff was. And I've got that like those blood spots again that I've had when I've done it. They've done it before. So I don't know if it was too tight or if that's just my body now. And then once she'd done that and like taken the oxygen out of my nose, it was weird. They put like, it was like a foam thing that they stuff up your nose with like then the tube to the oxygen. Like usually when I have oxygen, it's like through like you know, when they put like 2 little things up your nose and then you put them behind your ears. But this time it was like that. The only other time I think that I've had that is when I was having seizures after my operation. I remember coming round a bit and I had something stuffed up my nose, and I'm wondering if that's what it was. I had no idea what it was at the time, but perhaps that's what it was. But anyway, once she'd taken all that off and she was happy with like my pulse and my blood pressure, she got me a cup of tea and some biscuits. The good thing about not having the throat spray means you can have something to eat and drink straight away, which was good because I was just feeling really like, well, I hadn't eaten anything or drunk anything, so I needed something to bring my blood sugar up a bit. So I had a cup of tea and biscuits, and then like I was eating the biscuits and I kept sort of coughing because that's what's happened with my swallowing issues anyway. And the nurse kind of came in, she was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this is why I'm here." And yeah, once I'd had tea and biscuits, they took out the cannula, and then my dad picked me up and we drove home again. And then yeah, it's just been a long day of driving, and yeah, feeling pretty crap now, to be honest. When I got home, Noah, they were just picking Noah up from preschool, so he came home and I stayed up and helped like with his dinner and stuff. And I'm kind of thinking I probably shouldn't have, because I feel worse now than I did when I got home, considering the sedation didn't do much like while I was actually having the procedure. I feel absolutely wiped now, and I've got quite a sore throat. I'm guessing from where they've had the camera down, but also where they've taken the biopsies. So yeah, they just told me that I should rest for the next sort of 24 hours and make sure that I've got people around. But yeah, that's pretty much my day. Yeah, it's been fun. No, not really, but it needs must. I don't have any plans tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can just take it easy, although I really need to do some editing, but I'm just going to see how I feel in the morning. But now I am going to have a rest. I'm probably going to fall asleep and just, yeah, try and recuperate a little bit. So I will probably speak to you tomorrow.
Different things, but letting go just comes easy that you don't know. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you.
Good morning. I'm feeling pretty crap today, but that was kind of expected. Yesterday evening and even this morning when I woke up, I kind of thought, oh, I'll be alright. Like, they didn't seem to use too much sedation. I'll be okay to kind of do some editing and stuff like that. But once I was up this morning, I was just like, that's just not going to happen. I just feel very wiped out. I feel like someone has just been down my throat with razor blades, which I suppose to an extent they have, because they were taking biopsies, so they were cutting them out and stuff. So yeah, swallowing's quite difficult, or more difficult than normal. And yeah, I just feel generally rubbish. I've also had really bad pains in my tummy this morning. I don't think it's from the gastroscopy because, oh sorry, I'm not very comfortable. Yeah, I don't think it's from the gastroscopy because it's the same kind of pains that I've been getting on and off for however many months, and it was one of the reasons why I was having the gastroscopy. They just so happened to decide that they were going to be bad this morning, and they were really bad this morning. I don't know, I wish I knew what it was, or I'm kind of wondering more and more whether it's just like my sort of gastroparesis and dysmotility, and that's what's causing the pains. But like they just come on. They're usually in the mornings, although they have started kind of coming on through the rest of the days as well. But I just get them in my left hand side, well, not my side, but like the left hand side of my tummy, and it just feels like someone is like sticking a knife into my like abdomen and then like twisting it round. It's just so painful, and I get like really like clammy, and I can't move, I can't like walk or sit. Like, yeah, if it comes on, I just have to kind of be in that position. But it makes me feel like I'm going to be sick, and it makes me feel like I'm going to faint, and it's just not nice. So I could have really done without that this morning, but there we go. It is what it is. I feel like I say that a lot at the moment. So yeah, editing and stuff is out the window today. We don't have any internet anyway because they're doing some, I don't know, improvements or something, so we don't have any internet. So even if I did do a bit of editing, I couldn't actually put anything up. And I keep beating myself up about it in my head, thinking I should be doing stuff, but I just, then like the sensible part of my head kind of comes in, and it's just like, well, one, if I was a healthy person and I'd gone to have an endoscopy, the day after I probably wouldn't do much anyway, because they tell you that you should just sort of rest a bit and take it easy for a day to like let the sedation and everything get out of your system. So I kind of keep reminding myself of that, and also I just think, I know that if I push myself today, it's probably just going to make me feel worse for longer, and I need to kind of have some energy for tomorrow because I've got a hospital thing like through Zoom, and then on Friday I'm meant to be going to get my hair coloured, so I want to feel a bit better for that. So I don't know, I keep trying to reason with myself, but sometimes it's just not enough and you just feel rubbish about not doing anything. But there we go. So yeah, I think that's pretty much me this morning. I don't have any plans for today, although I do need to go down to the hairdressers to get a skin test. Basically they're saying that everyone now has to get a skin test if they're having a colour because of the COVID jab. Apparently some people who have had the COVID jab have found that they've like suddenly become allergic to the hair dye. Although I think they said that actually when they've done all their like skin tests so far, no one's had an allergic reaction to it. So I think they're probably just doing it, you know, to be safe. But yeah, I need to go down and get that done, and I'd completely forgotten about it until my mum mentioned it this morning, because I was going to wash my hair this evening, and I can't do that now because it will wash the skin test off. So I've just resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to go down on Friday with gross hair and they can sort it out, because I just, yeah, I was thinking of washing my hair yesterday, didn't feel up to it, and it's just, there we go, you know, I'm sure they've hopefully seen worse. But yeah, so at some point today I need to go down and get that skin test done. We've got Noah, and so I spent a bit of time with him this morning, and then I'll see him when he comes back from preschool again. But apart from that, I'm just gonna try and take it easy today if I can, and just relax a bit and rest and hopefully get myself feeling a little bit better. Just thought I'd show you the present that I got for Bonnie and Becca. I wanted to get her something special that she could kind of keep forever, because I'm probably going to buy her clothes and toys and things like that anyway, but I just wanted to get her something that she can have, which is like, you know, when she looks at it, she's like, that's what my Auntie Jenny got me when I was born. So, well, first of all, I got this card, which was from Amazon, which I thought was quite nice. I find it really hard to find one that actually said, like, welcome to the world, niece. So that was the one I found, and I thought that was quite sweet. And then this is what I went for. I was like looking at all sorts of different things, you know, like personalised stuff, and I was just like, I just felt like she wasn't going to get much use out of things, whereas this she can keep forever. So it is a Winnie the Pooh complete collection of books. Her nursery is a kind of Winnie the Pooh theme. It's going to have a mural put on the wall of like Winnie the Pooh and stuff. So I found this on Amazon. I have got, well, my mum has got it's like a wooden like little shelf with all of the Peter Rabbit sort of Beatrix Potter books on it, which I think she had from when she was, I don't know if it was from when she was a child, but anyway, and then she passed it down to me when I was born, and we've still got that, and it has a lot of good memories. So I'm hoping that this will be the same for Bonnie, and it comes in this really nice kind of case thing like this, and then inside you have got, I think it's 30 different little books, all with Winnie the Pooh stories in them. They are quite long stories. There's quite a lot of writing in each one, but I think they're really nice. Let's see if I can get one out to show you. So here we go. Eel has a birthday, and then they've got like the lovely illustrations that I love from Winnie the Pooh. But yeah, they've all got sort of quite a lot of writing, but they have got the nice colour illustrations in them as well. So my dad's already spotted this and said that he is excited to read them to Bonnie, because when I was a baby he read me the Beatrix Potter ones, and I still remember them like word for word. But yeah, I went for this, and I think it was retailing on Amazon for like over £100, but Amazon it then like had that crossed out, and I think it was just under £40. So I think it was quite a good bargain, and hopefully something that she will love forever. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Good evening. Sorry for the lack of filming again today. There just hasn't really been much to film. I've either been resting, feeling rubbish, or helping with Noah. So yeah, it's just not been a very good day for filming. But yeah, I just feel pretty crap, to be honest. I don't think I've rested enough today, just because I've been up and about with Noah and helping with him and stuff. And I had to go down to the hairdressers to get a skin test for my hair colour on Friday, which I'm hoping I feel a bit better for. The planning for that wasn't very good, but I've already changed it once, because I think it was meant to be last week, and I changed it because I had my COVID jab and I didn't know how I'd feel, and I just didn't think, and I changed it to this week, so that wasn't very clever, but I'm hoping that I'll feel a bit better by then. Yeah, I found eating a challenge today. My throat seems to be more sore today than it was yesterday, so yeah, that's been fun. I had a bit of soup for lunch, which wasn't too bad, and then some yoghurt, which again is quite smooth. But hopefully that will go over a couple of days. But yeah, I'm just going to have a rest now, and then I was going to wash my hair. I think I said this earlier actually, but I can't because of the skin test, which I'd completely forgotten about. So I'm just going to go up and have a bit of a shower and freshen up, but leave my hair as it is. Which actually, like, as much as I want to wash my hair and get it feeling nicer, I'm quite relieved. I just did not feel like washing my hair tonight. So I will just wait and then get it done on Friday, and it means I don't have to wash it or dry it, which is quite nice. But yeah, I'm just going to have a rest now while my mum's popped out to get my medication prescription, which is very kind of her. I would be absolutely lost without my mum. She picks up all my prescriptions and everything for me, and yeah, it's just amazing. I literally do not know what I would do without her, because I don't even think I could get my prescriptions delivered because I have too many of them. So yeah, massive appreciation to her for doing that for me, and just everything else that she does, because I would be lost without my mum and my dad. I'm really grateful that I've got their support, because I know not everybody has that, and it must be really difficult, but I'm really thankful. I feel like I'm just rambling a bit now because I'm tired. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little rest now, which I think I've said about 3 times, and I'll possibly talk to you later. Otherwise, I will speak to you tomorrow. Before I rest, actually, I did just want to say that I do love it when we have flowers on the windowsill, because I can lie here on the sofa with my blanket and just look at them. And look, I mean, actually the sun's come out now. It's been a bit changeable today, but it means I can look outside at the sky, see any birds that are flying past, and then also look at the flowers, which look really pretty. These are all flowers that people have brought for Becca and Bonnie. The stocks at the end on the right smell amazing. I love stocks because they have such an amazing scent. And then I love sunflowers as well, because I think they're just happy flowers and they make me smile. But to be honest, I'm happy with any type of flower, because it's just something nice to look at that puts a little smile on my face. So yeah, I'm very happy that we've got all of these to look at the moment.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
Good morning. So I have started today by having a virtual pain group introduction thing. I don't really know what to call it. Basically, when I was referred up to the pain clinic at UCLH in London, the doctor sort of has put me on the waiting list to have the lidocaine infusions, but he also wanted me to be referred to the kind of like pain management side of things. Although I've done like a few different types of pain management course and things like that before, he thought it would be quite helpful for me to be referred to their service. Oh, excuse me. Because with the lidocaine infusions, and we're hoping to reduce my opiates, he just thought it would be helpful for me to have some support. So this morning was like an introduction session to that kind of service. I think usually they would do it in person, like in a group, but because of COVID they've changed things, so it was done online by Zoom, with a big sort of group. Well, not a big group, there was probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 people roughly. It kind of varied throughout the time. And actually having that virtually was pretty helpful for me, because it meant I didn't have to travel all the way up to London to do that, so that was quite nice. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning. But yeah, no, it was interesting. It was a lot of stuff that I've kind of heard, I guess, before on pain clinic things. We had a talk from a physiotherapist about kind of what pain is, and then we could ask questions, and someone else asked a question about kind of, because a lot of the time at like chronic pain services, they talk about how, you know, your body is kind of giving you pain in a way that's not proportional to the problem, or you're getting pain without a kind of obvious physiological cause. And someone else asked a question about, well, what if there is a physiological cause? And she mentioned that she had dislocations and things like that. And I was going to ask something very similar, because with EDS, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of difficult to say whether it's chronic pain or not, because you're getting pain because you're constantly getting like dislocations, subluxations, your joints and like muscles are having to work harder to hold stuff together, your organs aren't working properly and stuff. So is it like a true chronic pain? it's kind of difficult, like in the sense of like what the pain clinic talks about, because there is a cause and it's, I don't know, it's a difficult one. Like obviously it is chronic because it goes on a long time, but it isn't without a physiological reason. So anyway, she asked that question and I was like, I bet she's got EDS. And then when I spoke afterwards and I said I had EDS, she said that she had it as well. So I was like, yeah, I thought so. So it was quite interesting being able to ask that question. And the pain clinic was saying that, you know, they do deal with quite a lot of people with EDS, and apparently before COVID they actually had like a group specifically for people with EDS, which sounds really interesting actually. And they said that they hoped that might start up again soon, so that sounds something that would be quite good, because it would be nice to sort of be with a group who understand what EDS is like and have it kind of focused on that. I had that kind of, I suppose, like that when I was at Stanmore, because a lot of us had EDS at Stanmore. But no, that just interested me. But the lady who was running the session basically just said that they understand that people come to the pain service with different conditions and things that are causing their chronic pain, and some people do have a physiological reason for that kind of persistent pain. So they are basically just there to try and help you cope with it, whatever the reason might be. So it was interesting to hear that. And then we had a break, and then after that the psychologist spoke to us a little bit about kind of their approach and the program and what sort of things that they offer. So it was interesting just to hear a little bit more about it, because although I've been in like a couple of pain services before, like each one is going to be slightly different. You've got different people running them, so I don't think that it's kind of a waste of time to do it again somewhere else. So the next thing that happens is that they will make me an appointment to have an appointment with a physio and psychologist together, so that they can then like talk to you individually about your kind of your personal situation and your medical history and your pain, and they will kind of help come up with what they think would be best for you. So whether it's a group, whether it's individual work. So yeah, I'll be interested to kind of see what comes from that. And I'm hoping it will be helpful. I mean, for me, what I feel like I need a lot, like, it's difficult because I probably don't fully know what I need, but my feeling is that I could really do with some support in just dealing with a genetic condition that is going to be there forever, and the kind of everything that comes with that, and you know how it affects my health and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that they might be able to help with that. Anyway, so that's finished. It actually finished half an hour early, which I'm not complaining about. I was going to have lunch like as soon as it had finished, but I feel like it's a little bit early for lunch at the moment, so I'm going to have a little bit of a sleep because I just cannot stay awake. And then my mum said she'll come and wake me up because she's just going to wash the kitchen floor. So once that's dry, she said she'll come and wake me up and I can have lunch. And then I'm hoping I can get upstairs to do a little bit of editing before Noah gets home from preschool. I am still feeling, as you can probably tell, pretty wiped out. My throat doesn't feel quite as sore today. It's still not 100%, and my tummy has not been very good this morning, which was slightly stressful when I was trying to like get ready to be on the group at 10:30, and my tummy was just not playing ball, and I was like, this is just not going well this morning. But we got there in the end. But yeah, I thought if I rest now, and then hopefully I can kind of get my lunch and get a little bit of editing done. Noah's not staying for dinner today either, so he'll be going home a bit earlier, which means I can then rest after that as well. So I'm hoping that will work. So Noah's now home from preschool. I ended up sleeping a little bit longer than I had planned to after the appointment this morning. But yeah, I'm just not really feeling that well. So I had some lunch. Noah's back from preschool. I haven't had time to go upstairs and do some editing. I was thinking of trying to maybe do it after Noah goes home, but realistically I just don't think it's a good idea today. My body just doesn't seem to want to do stuff, so I think we might just call it a day for today. But yeah, Noah, have you had a nice day at school?
Yep.
Yep. What did you do at school today then?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
You just did nothing all day?
No, I didn't.
Did you play? Yeah, what did you play with?
I don't know.
Did you play with any of your friends?
No,
No?
I didn't.
What, did you just play on your own?
Yeah.
Aw.
There isn't a lonely.
You weren't lonely?
No.
Well, that's alright then. That's
I
okay.
wasn't.
Right, let's have a look. Thursday morning.
Oh, has Nanny found some pictures?
Yep, she has.
So Nanny can tell us what you've been doing today then.
Yeah.
Only there's a picture of Noah in it.
Yeah.
The girl's doing some dancing.
Oh, did you do any dancing?
No.
You had a nice lunch though, didn't you, today?
Yeah.
What was your lunch?
I don't know.
You don't tell me you don't know. You just told me what your lunch was. You had roast.
Some hay, didn't you?
What did you have? You had roast
Dinner.
dinner, yeah. You had chicken, and what else did you have?
I don't know.
Is that all you can say? I don't know.
Yeah.
You had awkward puddings,
Yep.
which are Yorkshire puddings. It's just what Noah calls them, isn't it?
Yeah.
You call them awkward puddings. And potato,
Yep.
veggies.
Yep.
Did you have gravy?
Yep.
And then you said you had a muffin for your pudding.
Yeah.
That sounds really yummy. And you made something fun, didn't you?
Yeah.
What have you made over there?
Where?
What's that over there? What is it?
It's a funny cup.
A funny cup. It's a funny man, isn't it? So it's got like a plastic cup with like is it a sock or a tight or something? It's got some stuff inside it, has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to water it
Yeah.
and
It'll grow some hair.
it'll grow some hair.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what that looks like.
Yes.
Oh, Noah, tell Nanny, who did we find on the stairs when you came in?
A spider. Nanny.
What's a spider?
Nanny. It wasn't a scary spider. Nanny.
I'm sure it was a
Nanny.
scary spider.
Nanny.
Was it?
Nanny.
Yes.
Nanny. Yes, you cat spider. It's I found with you.
Good morning. So today has not gone to plan at all. It was actually going to be a fairly busy day today. I was meant to have a council meeting this morning, and then I was meant to be going to get my hair done this afternoon, but I have had to cancel both. So I had to give my apologies for the council meeting, and then I rang up and I've postponed my hair by another week. Yeah, basically last night, or sort of yesterday afternoon, I wasn't really feeling that great when Noah got home from school. I mean, I hadn't been feeling brilliant in the morning, but by the time Noah got home from school, I just was feeling really dizzy, sick, faint, getting like palpitations, stomach pains, that kind of thing. And so when he got home, we ended up just going in the lounge. I lay on the sofa, he watched, what's it called? Sunny Bunnies. He's found this thing, I don't know whether he found it or Richard or Lisa found it on YouTube, and he just absolutely loves it. I mean, it's not the best thing to watch when you're feeling rubbish, because it's just a lot of like annoying music and little bunny things that bounce around and don't actually talk, but he loves it. So we put that on and just watched that until Richard picked him up. And then I fell asleep at about 5 o'clock, I think it was. It was just after Richard had picked him up. And then I didn't wake up until, I think it was about 9 o'clock. Really like not feeling well, and tried to have a little bit of dinner. I just had some toast, and I just seemed to feel so much worse after that. And I sat on the sofa, and usually like in the evenings I will probably like watch a bit of YouTube. I write a diary. I've written a diary since I was probably about 7, and yeah, from that age I have pretty much written it every day. Usually do it in the evening, and I have a lot of diaries from like the last however many years. But last night I put YouTube on and I started trying to write my diary, and I think I wrote a couple of sentences, and I was just like, I can't do this. I just, like, I couldn't really see properly. I felt really faint, and I was also getting really bad tummy pains again. So I ended up just on the sofa, kind of curled up with my head between my legs, trying to stop myself from fainting, and not being able to move for quite a while. And I think it got to about 1 o'clock and I was just in tears because I don't know, I felt a bit scared of how I was feeling. And generally, like, I'm pretty good these days with like my body and random symptoms, and just being like, okay, this is just like what my body's doing, and you know, I've just got to ride it out. I think getting like diagnoses has helped, because I kind of think, okay, I know what's causing this, I know I don't need to be scared, blah blah blah. But yeah, still sometimes it just gets me, and last night was one of those times. So yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning I was in tears with my mum, because I was just like, I just feel like I felt so out of control of my body, and felt so unwell, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to stand up, I can't sit down, I don't know, I was just all over the place. But anyway, I managed to get me up to bed. Didn't have too bad a night, but I think just because of how unwell I'd felt last night, I was really anxious about trying to do stuff today, and also I think I just needed more sleep in the morning, and to just have a day of not really doing anything. But the guilt that I get from having to cancel stuff, it's just, I hate it. Like, I've been doing this chronic illness thing for, I don't even know how many years now, quite a long time, and you'd think I would be used to it by now, like knowing that I have to cancel stuff sometimes, and I try really hard not to, but sometimes your body just has other ideas. But still now, every time I have to like pull out of something or cancel an appointment or a plan that I've made, I just feel so guilty. I hate letting people down. I hate feeling like a bad friend or a bad, you know, counsellor in my role as a counsellor. And I don't know whether that's something that you ever kind of get your head around and get over. I'd be interested to know like what other people with chronic illness kind of are like around that kind of stuff. Do you still feel guilty, or are you able to cancel stuff and feel kind of okay about it? Because I've never been able to find a way to feel okay about it. Like, no matter how much I tell myself that it's not my fault, it's, you know, I haven't chosen to be ill, this is just what my body's doing, that I'm not a bad friend or a bad counsellor or whatever, no matter how much I tell myself that stuff, it just doesn't help. So if anyone's got any like strategies or tips for coping with that kind of guilt, I'd love to hear them, because it kind of I feel like it eats me up inside, because I just feel so bad.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way, nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna.
So I've just opened my Disney parcel, which is the next castle collection. This is number 7 out of 10. They're a bi-monthly collection. If you haven't been watching my videos, I have been collecting them, and they're all different castles from the different like princess movies, I think. So yeah, this is number 7. I'm planning to put them up in my office at some point when we can get some shelving up. I'm hoping we're going to do an IKEA order soon, which would be really good. But yeah, this is from Aladdin. So this is what the front of the box looks like. I feel like I'm going to have to keep these boxes even when I display the castles, because the boxes are really pretty. And then you've got Jasmine on the side as well. And then the actual castle try and hold it up for you. So I'm collecting the like small castles, not the big ones. The big ones I think are about £120. These ones are 22, and this is the Aladdin, well, Princess Jasmine castle, which I think is rather nice. It's a bit different from all the others as well. It's not like your typical, you know, like princess castle. It's obviously slightly different, which I like. And yeah, I think that's going to look really nice with all the others. Actually, I'm just going to show you these as well. My mum opened her post and it presented us with 2 gonks, which are rather cute. I don't know where she got them from, I'll have to ask her. Because at the moment we've got the gonks, we've got a couple of gonks in the lounge that we've got out for Christmas, and they're not technically Christmassy, but they are kind of like red and grey, and they do look a bit Christmassy. But anyway, I think my mum saw these through Facebook or something, and she's got them to replace them with. So they've got little bees and sunflower daisies on the hats and stuff, and I just thought they are quite cute. So I think they will be going on the mantelpiece, and the other ones will go away till Christmas. But yeah, these just made me really smile today, so I thought I'd show you them. I think we're going to give Bonnie a bath at some point today, which will be her first bath. We've had to wait because of like, well, you're told to wait until the umbilical cord has dropped off, but she had some issues with her tummy button and it not falling off properly and stuff, so we've had to wait. But she's now been cleared by the midwife to have a bath, so I think we're going to do that at some point today, possibly. So that'll be interesting to see what she thinks of a bath. But yeah, for now I'm going to go and have a bit of a rest, and then I'm sure they'll wake me up when they're going to do that. So we've just done Bonnie's first bath, and it went surprisingly well. She really enjoyed it. She didn't cry until we got her out, and then I think it was because it was cold and she didn't like that, but she loved it. Like having the water poured over her, and she was just like watching everywhere, and yeah, she was very happy. So that was a success, I think. She's nice and sparkling clean now. She's got fluffy hair, which is very cute.
Got bits of towel in her hair.
She has got bits of towel in her hair.
Oh, it's really soft.
Oh, but yeah, she's done really well, and we took some pictures with the little milestone card to say she'd had her first bath as well. So that's all done. I'll just show you what she's wearing now. There we go. This is what Becca used to announce when she was pregnant. She's had a lovely bath.
Where are you going? Oh, look at how fluff. I need it. No, I've got a hairbrush for
I was going to say, have we got a little hairbrush for her?
Actually, I think there's one in that health kit thing, that black box.
She's just looking at Becca. You're looking at your mama.
Hi, Mama. Oh, no, you're not my mum. I just went, hi, Mama. Hi, Bonbon.
Oh, look at her hair, it's so fluffy. Oh, she looks so cute. She doesn't look like Bonbon. Hey. Where are you going? Oh, look at it. She's like, Mama, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, Mama.
Yeah, just suck it, okay? Just suck
Keep it in, that's it.
Oh. Just washes your hair.
She's tired after her bath.
We didn't do much, you just sat there while I took
But it's a big experience for a little one.
Wish I could just sit in the bath and someone just put water on me.
Yeah, water you.
Well, next time I'll pour the shower over you.
She's a little bit spotty at the moment with baby acne. But she's still beautiful.
Probably baby acne, a bit of milk spots, a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Do you want the comb?
I'm not sure about that parting. It looks really weird on her.
Yeah, but it's where her partings is.
No, I know, but it doesn't, I don't know, I think because I'm so used to her hair just being sort of a little bit all over the place.
I can't. Oh. Yeah, let's try the comb.
Look how she's looking
so
at you.
soft.
I love her hair.
Yeah.
Love your hair.
Oh, she's not doing it now.
Constantly has the hiccups. Oh no.
Sorry.
She's like, that's not milk, Mama.
Sorry. I'll get it in a minute. We'll get maybe we should get Grandpa. But then I feel like this just makes it look too liney.
Yeah. You just need to like get your hand and just ruffle it up a bit. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's doing amazing.
Oh my gosh, should we take a photo and then compare it to Maisie? Oh wow.
Look at it!
Oh, Bonnie!
Oh, my bonbon.
Oh, bless her.
Where's your phone?
That's
I don't
on the
have
floor,
mine.
I think, Mum. Oh, look at you!
Oh, look at your little hair, Mum. I'm such a horrible mother.
All these pictures are coming out on your 18th birthday.
Or your wedding.
Or your wedding. Good morning. So, I seem to be feeling a little bit better today. Yesterday was a better day than Thursday as well, so fingers crossed things are going in the right direction. This morning we are heading over to the Peugeot garage to look at the 5008. I think that's what it's called. I'm just keeping everything crossed that this one will be the right car, because I've just looked at so many cars now and I just want to find the right one. So yeah, we're going to go over and have a look, measure up, and I will let you know what we think of it.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky, when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, about everything that was on.
So it's a little while later now. I have had my lunch. I've got a little helper up here with me. I don't know if you can see her there. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, so Bonnie's down there having a little, well, she was meant to be having a little bit of awake time looking at the hanging things on the mobile, but I think she's fallen asleep again. I've just given her a bottle and she seems quite content. So yeah, we had a look at the Peugeot 5008 this morning, went for a test drive in it, and I don't want to speak too soon, but fingers crossed it seems to be okay. We measured it, we think that it will fit. So the lady told us like which spec we would need to have the electric tailgate, and actually the electric tailgate you can open and close with the what do you call it, the keys, like the remote on the keys, which is really good actually, because on the Touran I think you could open it with the keys, but to close it you had to push the button at the top of the boot, which was going to be a little bit tricky. Whereas on the Peugeot you don't have to do that, which is quite good. It's got cruise control, which I think I have to have because of having the hand controls, and yeah, it seems to be okay. It seems to fit what I need. I need to go back to the hoist company and I just want to double check that it will definitely take the weight of my hoist, and I also need to go back to the Motability lady that I deal with, so that I think I need her to make out like a new award letter, because the one that I've got is like one of the, I think it's from when like they first gave me an award letter, so the details aren't correct anymore and stuff. So I need to go back to her and just say, we've looked at this car, this is what we think, can you actually make me the award letter so that I can take it to the dealer, because I think they need that to do the Motability purchase or whatever. So fingers crossed we might have found a car, but as I said, I don't want to speak too soon, because I don't know, we seem to have been in this position a couple of times and then something crops up and it's not right for whatever reason. So yeah, I kind of won't believe it until I see the car sitting on my drive with my wheelchair actually in it. But hopefully we're there. So yeah, I've had my lunch, I've now come upstairs. I'm going to try and do a little bit of editing because I just haven't done much at all this week, and It means I can sit and watch Bonnie while she's having a little snooze down there. Oh, actually she's woken up again now. So having a little look around. We were doing, she was awake downstairs, and my mum's got these sensory cards, which I will show you at some point. They're black and white, because apparently babies can only see in black and white to begin with, and the sensory cards have got like black and white pictures on them, sort of quite like bold pictures, and it's meant to help them sort of like focus, like develop their focus with their eyes and stuff. I was a little bit like unsure of like how good they would be, but actually we've used them a few times with her so far, and she will lie there and really just like look at the picture for ages, and you can see her eyes like moving like up and down the card to see like the different shapes and stuff. So actually I think they're quite good, and they seem to keep her kind of amused and happy as well. So yeah, we were doing those for a bit downstairs after her bottle, and now she's come up here and she's just having a little wriggle around on the floor. So I'm going to try and get a bit of editing done while she's happy, and then I'll probably head downstairs and have a nap because I'm quite tired. So we have... So we've got pizza and we are watching Eurovision.
Oh no, baby.
Mum and Dad are out babysitting Noah because Richard and Lisa have gone out for dinner. Very rude being left alone, but you know, there we go. Becca's nighttime babysitters have gone. So yeah, we're going to eat our pizza and
do it yourself.
watch some Eurovision.
I need to burp. Just stop a minute.
Do you need us to like pat your back?
No, just stop. You can't stop making me laugh, otherwise it won't come out. Gross.
What was the country we just watched? No, it wasn't Switzerland.
Iceland.
It was Iceland. You got to do the dancing as well.
I've got a clue what I am.
We rather enjoyed that one anyway. Yes, we did. We did. Anyway, I'm going to eat this pizza before it gets cold, and Rebecca is going to burp at some point, hopefully.
I need to do it really. There's too much tomato on this bit of pizza.
Oh gosh, it's all going wrong.
Do I need to drink it?
Good afternoon. It is Sunday today and I haven't really done much at all, to be honest. I was kind of hoping to get some stuff done on my computer, but yeah, just hasn't happened. I slept until quite late. Really didn't feel very well last night. We watched the Eurovision Song Contest and had a really nice evening, but I just started feeling really sick and dizzy, and just wasn't a good evening in the end, which was frustrating because it had started as such a nice fun evening and ended with me just kept like retching and feeling like I was going to pass out, and yeah, it was just not a great ending. So yeah, I ended up sleeping quite a long time, and it's just taken me a long time to get going this morning. I've sorted my medication out for next week, managed to throw a load of medication all over the floor, so I'd got it all like in my Dosset box, and then I think I'd caught it or something while it was open and it just went everywhere. So yeah, I was then panicking, trying to make sure that I'd got everything, because if something's left on the floor and I can't see it, the dogs are going to find it and they're going to eat it. So I had to make sure that I had everything, which thankfully I did. But yeah, that wasn't the stress that I needed this morning. And I've had some cuddles with Bonnie. I've been watching Frozen because that's on the telly. I was kind of hoping to finish watching Frozen, but I actually need to go and get something to eat, so I'm going to have to leave it there. I mean, it's not like I can't watch it anytime. We've got Disney Plus and I've got it on a DVD, so it's not like, you know, if I don't watch it on TV, I'm never going to see it. But and plus I've seen it loads of times before anyway, but I was just quite enjoying it. Anyway, I'm going to go down and try and find something to eat. I feel hungry, but I don't really know what I fancy. I'm in that kind of like, I don't know, feeling kind of sick, but kind of still needing to eat something and just not really knowing what to do about it. So I'm going to go and rummage in the cupboards and see what I can find. Good evening. It's quite a while later since I last spoke to you, but I haven't really done much today to film. I had my shower, got my hair washed, feeling a lot better for that. We've had dinner and I thought I would do, well, I was going to do a face mask, and then I found this in my drawer, which is a space mask, and it's a self-heating eye mask. And I've seen so many people use these and say how amazing they are. So I thought I'd give it a go. I was trying to decide what to do, because usually if I put a face mask on, I'll just watch TV or something. But obviously I can't do that. Camera doesn't want to focus. There we go. Yeah, usually I will watch the telly or something, but because it's an eye mask, I can't do that. So I thought I'd have a look at some podcasts. I've never really listened to podcasts before. I keep wishing that I got round to it, but I just never really seem to find the right time to put them on. So I've been having a look, and I don't want to get into something that's really long or detailed or that makes me think too much. So I'll show you what one I've chosen, and then I'm going to listen to that, put my eye mask on for sort of 15 minutes or so and just try and relax a bit, and then I can do something else. So this is what I've chosen. Disney Story for Kids. I just searched for Disney and was looking through, and I just wanted something really easy to listen to. I've no idea if it's any good or not. I mean, it's only 3 stars, so could be awful. But yeah, it's got loads of different little stories in. So I'm just going to put one of them on and listen to it for a little while I've got the space mask on, which is upside down, and give that a go. Oh, I don't know what I've just done. But yeah, I'll let you know what I think of it. That podcast is terrible. I'm not listening to that. I need to find something else. I just want something easy and quick to look at, listen to, sorry. It's about an hour later and I've just taken the eye mask off. I ended up falling asleep. So it did a good job. I thought they were called sleep masks, but they're called space masks. But no, I really like that actually. It was just, yeah, as I said, it sent me to sleep. Oh yeah, I was listening to the, what was the podcast called? I've just lost it. I can't remember what I was listening to. Yeah, it was Disney Stories for Kids of some description. But yeah, no, it was really nice to use. It heated up sort of fairly gradually. Like once I put it on my eyes, I could just feel it warming up. And I mean, I don't know how, well, I'm not sure how long it lasted because I fell asleep. But it's gone cool now. But no, it's really, really nice and relaxing. I think it says it's meant to be like jasmine scented, but I can't really smell a huge amount on this one. So I don't know if it's just meant to be quite subtle, but no, it was really, really relaxing. And as I said, I fell asleep, so it did a good job. I might have to look into buying some more of these because I really, really quite liked that, and it was good. I felt, because I've had a bit of a headache and like sinusy pain. It just felt really good on like my head. So I think they do these ones, which are the jasmine ones, and then they do, I think, one in a red box, which some of the money goes to the Royal Marsden charity, and I think those are rose scented. And then they do ones in like a white box, I think, which I think are chamomile scented, and the money goes to, I think it's called Little Lifts or something, which is another charity. So yeah, I really quite liked it, so I may have to to get some more to use because that was really, really nice. But anyway, I am now going to go and heat up a Domino's cookie, because we got some Domino's cookies yesterday, which I never ended up, which I never ended up eating because I didn't feel very well. So I'm going to heat one of those up and make a cup of tea to have with that, watch a little bit of YouTube, and then head up to bed. So I thought I'd just finish the vlog now because there's nothing else to film today. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you have and you'd like to see more from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell. That means you'll get notified every time I upload a video so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, let me know what you've been up to this week, how you're doing, anything else you want to let me know. Also let me know if there's any particular videos you'd like to see me do, whatever that might be, whatever topic that might be on. It's interesting to hear what you guys would like to see, and I'm replying to comments as quickly as I can. It just varies depending on my health, and I have a bit of a backlog, so I'm trying to catch up, but I will get there in the end, and I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to comment. Also come and follow me on social media. My links are in the description below, but I'll pop my Instagram and Twitter up here. Those are the two platforms that I'm mainly on, so again, do come over and say hello, have a chat, and again, I'll get back to you as quickly as I can, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye!